2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the exciting season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the greatest show on grass. We're at TPC Scotsdale for the first round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, right here in the booth, and out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Beamer, before we get out into all the action, just a few words on TPC Scotsdale.
Chaos, mayhem. It is the greatest show on grass. It's just, I mean, basically the town of Scottsdale is having a party for 125,000 of the closest friends and invited, 75 golfers to show up and be a part of it. I mean, how better can you describe TPC Scottsdale than that? It's more about what's going on outside the ropes than what's going on inside the ropes most days. And I gotta say, I love playing here. I think it's a blast, but boy, oh boy, these folks, they come to show you exactly how much fun they're having outside the ropes.
An opportunity for a birdie here. He's currently in a tie for third here. Let's head to the second hole here at TPC Scotsdale. Rich, and your thoughts on the tee shot?
Sneaky driving hole here, Luke. You got some bunkers on the right-hand side that you can't quite make out, and you got a little bit more room down the left-hand side. Most players will bail to left, though. You find that rough. It makes that second shot just a little bit more difficult.
Around 110 yards to go.
Straight at it.
That was a gallant attempt. This one's for birdie. Down she goes. Let's head to the next.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Well, Rich, always love standing on the tee here at 3. You feel like you can get after this golf hole.
Yeah, you're going to stand on this tee box, and it's just full systems go. If you miss the bunker on the left or the rough on the right, it's just going to hit in the middle of that fairway and just roll, baby, roll. Second shot would be pretty simple.
Rich, I know it feels like we say this each week, but I just love being here in Phoenix. If there is one event on the tour that just seems to elevate itself beyond all the others because of all the people that come here to enjoy it, it's this one.
It is certainly a different event than all the others. Now, there's other tournaments that are trying to replicate what they do here in Phoenix, but none of them are successful with it. When you have as many as 650,000 people coming through the gates during the week, you know you're in for a different, unique opportunity here on the PGA Tour. And to play in front of all those folks, even though you know most of them aren't really watching you play golf, they're kind of looking around the crowds and being entertained by everybody else. Still, to have all those people just seemingly right on top of you, it gets to be a little nerve-wracking for some of these players.
Currently at -3 for the round. Well, hopefully coming off the back of a birdie, Rich, we find ourselves on the first short hole of the day, the 4th.
Yeah, tough little par 3, though. That green sits up above the teeing area just a little bit, and the green chases away from the players as well. It's really tough to get it super close. Finding the green, not a problem.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. 7 feet to the cup. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And he will move to 4 under par now. Rich, standing on the 5th tee. No real sight lines. Just get up there and strike one down the middle.
It is sneaky difficult. Just a straightaway hole with that bunker on the right. That is menacing. And even funnier, I've seen a lot of shots miss even further right. And Oscar Bravo.
Tee shot is looking good here. Standing up over this one after a bunch of birdies.
I think it's more like a gaggle of birdies, isn't it, Luke?
Gaggle?
Gaggle of birdies? A bonanza.
Bonanza of birdies.
Yeah, all right. Ready.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
Oh, you beauty. An eagle.
Oh, so good. What a shot.
Now to Roseng. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Still in the lead now after that hole. Well, the visuals on this 6th tee, that really presents most of the challenge here.
Yeah, 3 bunkers down the left side, see a lot of action. Your eyes are just drawn to it, but only the bigger players, the longest players in the game, are able to fly those bunkers.
Well, she was a popular star in the amateur ranks, a college star as well, but she's quickly become a star in the women's game, hasn't she? Roseanne continues to shine out here on tour.
Making the transition from great amateur player to winning on the LPGA Tour, it's not, she makes it look seamless, which is absolutely not the case. And very few in the game are actually able to do that. And I think if you look in the history of it, only the greats are able to make that transition from amateur game to professional game and not be bothered by it at all. And she looks to be one of those players. I'm looking forward to seeing how her career progresses. She's going to be one of the greats.
Opting for the 5-wood. Chance to move to 8 under here. John, have you got a read on this one?
This one looks like it's going to break right to left.
Surely it's going to.
Oh, that's consecutive birdies now. And look at the reward. And he moves to 8 under now. Time to take a look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-stroke buffer for our leader. That'll work there. What are you fearing most, Rich, about the approach shot here into the par 4/8?
Most difficult thing about this second shot is finding the distance control, getting it past the pin, which is where you want it. Find the middle of the green comfortably every time.
Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
He's leading by 5 shots as we head to the next hole. Here we are on the tee at the par 4 9th, and is driver necessary?
Driver is not necessary unless you can hit that power fade and get it past that bunker. But if you can't, just take out a 3-wood, find the widest part of the fairway.
Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
From around 140 yards here.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Well, that's beautifully judged. Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. And Rich, as our featured player makes the turn, he seems to be doing everything right out there.
I got to say, every facet of this player's game was in great shape today. Lots of golf yet to be played. Looking forward to watching it.
Oh, this is a lovely part of the golf course, Rich. You're in the middle of the fairway at 10, you're thinking birdie, but you've also got the first glimpse of the stadium hole in the background.
Oh, you get the first whiff of the Coliseum behind the 10th, don't you? Yeah, it's a little intimidating here. There's not much to this green. It pitches mostly from back to front. Certainly can get your second shot close, but you know what's lurking. You know what's back there. It'll get your attention.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
He sits in first position. Well, here we are on the tee at 11, Rich, and you start to get a little tense on the tee.
When you stand on this tee, you better have a very clear vision of exactly what kind of shot you're going to play out into this fairway, because that water on the left, it's going to distract you a lot.
Well played, mate. He's setting up for his second shot. This looks very handy. Putting for birdie. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage. Your thoughts here on the par 3 12th, Rich?
Bail left in the bunker and chunk and run it to 30 feet for the par, but it's just hard, Luke. It's just a hard par 3.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface.
Some nice calculations there with this wind.
And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
John, have you got a good read on this one?
Well, if anything, this will go a little bit to the right.
Oh, what a stroke. What a putt that was. Leading by 9 strokes after that one. Reached the 13th as a par 5. Yes, more room if you lay it back, but you want to get after it so you can try and get on this green in 2.
Most definitely. Even if you find the fairway bunker down the left-hand side, there's a 50-50 chance you might be able to get it on from there, but you got to avoid the water on the right-hand side. That's just a massive, massive no-no.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Oh, he's going to like the look of this. Good speed too. And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured, their rival will be looking over their shoulder. All right, Rich, I feel like I can breathe easier here on the turn 14.
Well, I don't know about you breathing easy, but I think most players can, because that bunker down the left-hand side does not come into play. Fairly generous driving area, especially out to the right-hand side. Grip it and rip it, as John Daly says.
Going with the 8-iron here. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Sitting at 2 under par. Currently tied for 5th place. Okay, let's get back to the action. This putt coming up is for birdie. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. That really puts the leader way out ahead of the rest of the pack. And it's only the first round. Oh, well done. Well, there's a sense of relief as we stand in the middle of the fairway here on 15, Rich, but the second shot's not that much easier.
Speak for yourself. I find the second shot more intimidating than the tee shot. To an island green, depending on what kind of, long iron or fairway wood you're going in with, this is a very intimidating second shot. If you're not comfortable, hitting long irons or fairway woods, this is not a hole you want to go for in 2.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 25 feet from the cup.
Putting for birdie here. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Well, leader has already bolted, currently way out in front of the pack. choosing the 9-iron here. And that does will be nice. We don't need much to fire up this crowd, but that one will get them on their feet. Setting up for her third shot. Always nice to have a birdie putt. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Well, that really puts our leader way out in front of the pack now. And it's only the first round. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Here's Rose Zhang. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Second shot here on the 17th hole. Oh, well played. This putt about 11 feet in distance.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
And he's down there. You got to read.
Okay, this one starts out pretty straight, but it will go left at the end.
And currently at 19 under par for the tournament. That really puts the leader way out ahead of the rest of the pack. And it's only the first round. The approach into the final green at TPC Scotsdale is usually with a little bit of relief, Rich, because the water's behind you.
Luke, the second shot at the 18th is fairly straightforward, but how confident are you feeling with 50,000 sets of eyes focused on you?
Great looking shot this. And a lovely way to finish his day, closing the round with a birdie. And Rich, as this round comes to an end, this pro is absolutely dominating the field.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.